Hello everyone. I hope you are doing great and welcome back to our TradeX Spring Boot project series. In today's video, we are going to build the foundation of our TradeX project. We will start by creating a new Spring Boot project using a Spring Initializr where we will configure our project and add all the required dependencies. Next, we will import the project into our IDE and I will explain that each folder structure. And finally, we will run the application for the very first time and verify that everything is working correctly. So by the end of the video, you will have a fully configured Spring Boot project ready for a development and you will have a solid understanding of its structure. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. First, we need to create our Spring Boot project. So for that, we have to go to this website on your browser. And after you have searched, then you will get a Spring Initializer. So it's the official website that helps us to create Spring Boot project easily. So this is like a project generator. So instead of setting everything up manually, this tools gives us a ready to use project structure. Now let's go through the configuration step by step. So uh, what we want to set up is first, uh, first is the project option. So we can choose between Maven and Grader. For this series, we will pick the Maven. Why? Because it is the most popular build tool in Spring Boot project. Maven is like our project assistant. It handles managing our all other libraries, and basically it is easy to understand for the beginner. Now, next is the programming language. So we will choose a Java, and then we have to choose a Spring Boot version. Here I am using the 4.1.0. Now let's fill in our project information, that is project details, that is metadata. So group, this is like our project based package name. Uh, I will use like SPP, then artifact. So this is our project name. So I will call it as TradeX, and then we have to select uh, packaging. So here packaging is our jar. This is the most common choice for Spring Boot apps, and I have installed Java 21. So I am selecting Java 21. After that, we have to choose configuration as a properties. So now we get to one of the most exciting part of our project, that is adding dependencies. So dependencies are like toolboxes that gives our project extra features. So instead of coding everything from scratch, we just add some right dependency. So first dependency we are going to add is the Spring Web. So basically Spring Web helps us for REST API, and it will help us to communicate with our app. Then we are going to add Spring Data JPA. So this makes working with our database, and this will we can use Java objects here. We can see what exactly it is in our project, and then we are also uh, add a PostgreSQL driver. So after PostgreSQL, we are also adding a Spring security. So basically, this will helps us for implementation of JWT authentication. So then after that, we are also adding Lombok. So Lombok is like a time saver. For example, if you want to create a getter and setter function, it will create automatically. Then we are also using validation. So validation we will use to check user input. So this is enough for our project. If we want to add some further after the generator, we can add. We will see how we add these dependencies through uh, another method. So these dependencies, these dependencies are enough to get us started. We can always add more later when we need them. So now click on the generate to download your project, and now it will generate some zip file. And what you have to do, we have to extract this file, and you have to open this file in IDE. After extracting the file, we have to open that file in this IDE. So please make sure that you will download this IDE. Now I have unzipped it and open it in IDE. Now let's look at the project structure. Now let's understand what we have got. So first here the SRS folder. Most of our code will be here. It's our main workspace. In SRC, there are two folders. There is a main and test. So in main folder, in Java, here is our main code file. So basically, this folder will contain our all other files, all other controllers, services, and whatever we are going to do. This is our base package. Then this is the resource folder. This is the application properties. So in this file, we will use this file as a configuration. So in this file, we will write some logging settings, then some server port settings and database connection settings. Here we have to enter some database password and other details. We will see later. Then the test folder. So basically, this is where we write unit and integration test, which is not currently it is not our part of our project. So and the main file in this structure is the pom.xml. So basically, this is our main file. So in this file, you can see here the version of our Spring Boot, and then here you can also see the Java version. And whatever we have add the dependencies from that dependencies are here. So if we have to add some more dependency, then we can paste those dependency here. So if we have to run our project, we can run, we have to go this main file, then we have to press this run application. But currently it will not work because what we have to is we have import the databases, but we have not configured it. So it will create some error. So it can't uh, run it. So if you have to run this project, then you have to do some application settings. So now we are add one dependency here. We are adding at the end here. Um, we are adding one dependency for MySQL here. So we can add this from the Spring Initializr, but I have to show you how to add from external. So after the importing, we have to here one button will generate sync maven. So click on it. So after this step, we have to go this application properties, and in these properties, now we have to configure our databases properties. So here I have pasted some lines. So we have you have to put this file, and instead of this your password, you have to enter your own password. And so one thing that we have missed, you have a MySQL installed in your PC. So I am putting my password here, and then we will see whether it will runs or not. So for run, we have to go this file and we have to just press run application. So yes, it is running. So to check whether it is running or not, we have to go our browser, and in browser you have to search for this address because always our Spring Boot is running on 8080 port. So if you are seeing this whiteable error page, then congratulations, you have just created and run your first Spring Boot project.